Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about multiplying integers. Remember that integers are the whole numbers on the number line that include the negative numbers and 0. So let's say I want to multiply 3 times 7. Well, if you'll know and remember from your multiplication tables, 3 times 7 is 21. But let's say I have negative 3 times 7. Well, if I have a negative and I'm multiplying it by a positive number, that's going to give us a negative number. So that leaves me negative 21. In the same way, if I did 3 times negative 7, well, this one is positive. This one is negative. That means when I multiply a positive number times a negative number, I'm going to get a negative number. So when we have different signs, we get a negative answer. So I'll do 3 times negative 7. That's negative 21. But let's say I have negative 3 times negative 7. Well, when your signs are the same, notice that this is negative and this is negative. When the signs are the same, the answer is going to be positive. So negative 3 times negative 7 equals 21, which is positive. Remember that this works for multiplication, not addition and subtraction, but multiplication. And it will work for division as well, but we'll get into that. So remember, if the signs are the same, it's positive. But if the signs are different, it's negative. When multiplying integers. So you guys know that 2 and then the little x for multiplication times 2. That's one way to say 2 times 2 or 2 multiplied by 2. Another way to say it is 2 and then put a dot between them times 2. Another way to say it is 2 and then a 2 in parentheses. And then another way to say it is put the first 2 in parentheses and the second 2 in parentheses. And these all mean 2 times 2, which, as you know, equals 4. So be mindful that multiplication can be expressed in many ways. In algebra, because so often we deal with variables, which are letters, we're going to start using a dot to represent multiplication. So let's say I have negative 4 times 3. Well, we can still do this the same way we do 4 times 3. It's just notice that one of our numbers is a negative. So that means that these have different signs. And because they have different signs, our answer will be negative. And as you know, 4 times 3 is 12. So negative 4 times 3 equals negative 12. So let's say we have negative 7 times negative 2. Well, they are both negative, so that means that they have the same sign. That means that my answer will be positive. Well, 7 times 2 is 14. And because it's positive, we will just call it 14. So negative 7 times negative 2 equals 14. Another way you can think about it is if you have negative 7 times negative 2, this negative sign can jump into this one, making it positive so that they're both positive. So that 7 is positive and 2 is positive, and when you multiply them, you get positive 14. So, like I said, multiplication can be expressed in a number of different ways. This means 6 times negative 3. Well, you'll notice that the first one is a positive number. The second one is a negative number. So they are different. Therefore, our answer will be negative. Now, 6 times negative 3, that's negative 18. So because one is positive and one is negative and they're different signs, it will be negative. So 6 times negative 3 equals negative 18. So your answer is negative 18. So here we have negative 3 times negative 3. So you'll have a negative times a negative. Well, that means that the signs are the same, and our answer is going to be positive. So this is negative times negative, and that's positive. So then 3 times 3 is 9. So the answer is 9, also known as positive 9. But it's more common to just write it as 9. And that's how you multiply integers.